My body.
What's up, folks? Come on in. Come on in the room. Come on in the room. Jesus is my doctor. What's up, man?
Nigga, what the fuck was that?
Old Baptist stuff, man. I
I
don't know when
I know
Dragon
it's
gonna I don't know when Dragon gonna join us, folks. But hey, man, we got a lot of shit to talk about. We don't really have a format tonight. This is Sunday night mashup, baby. Sunday night mashup. We're gonna talk about a little bit of
tonight it is Sunday.
current events, shit happening. Okay, we're gonna at least talk a little bit about how Jesse Jackson had his son, shout out, rest in peace, Jesse Jackson. You like him or not like him. But, regardless, he did affect some people positive and some people negative. I have a more negative outlook on Jesse Jackson than I used to. But still, the man died. I'm not going to disrespect the dude on his death day, on his day of burial. I'm not going to do that. But if your name is Barack Obama, you will. If your name is Kamala Harris, you will. If your name is Joe Biden, you will. By the way, Joe Biden told everybody at the funeral that he was smarter than everybody there. That's what he said.
I'm smarter than all you Negroes.
He basically said that. He basically said another racist comment that people will continue to, I had somebody come on my Facebook page after I mentioned the fact that they shouldn't have said that stuff or should have left it alone. This motherfucker gonna say, well, Jesse used to do that all the time. What you think was gonna happen? That's karma. Bitch ass nigga. Really?
I ain't gonna lie, you do have some bitch ass niggas on your
they some bitches.
Facebook, bro.
Oh, we're gonna talk about a this is I don't know, who knows. We're gonna talk about a bitch ass nigga who will get hemmed up and who will get tossed up soon as I see him. But I'm not gonna go at him like violently. I'm gonna go at him and I'm like, look, you the one said you was gonna whoop my ass. You the one threatened me. So here I am. Do what you do.
Hold on. For what reason?
We're gonna go through it. Matter of fact, we'll hit that first.
Is it something political?
Mm-hmm.
Are you serious?
It's something political. It's not anything. Was geared toward him personally. He just, because he worked in the area that this was concerned with, he felt the need to cuss me out on my page. Mm-hmm. Then when I went in the DMs and I asked him what the fuck was wrong with him, he actually threatened. This is what this man threatened to do. And I'm going to try to keep it as clean as possible. He threatened to do my ex-wife in the booty, make her suck his you-know-what, and then have her kiss my kids. Now, mind you, I know this dude. He went to college with me. He was a bitch nigga then. He a bitch nigga now. He just talking tough because his ass is in Texas. He said, name the time and the place. We can do this. I said, don't even worry about it. I ain't naming shit. You know why I ain't naming shit? All the war says, don't let your enemy know what the fuck you're doing. So when he see me next time he see me, I ain't gonna tell him I'm coming. I ain't gonna sucker punch him neither. I'm just gonna walk straight up to his ass and say, you owe me an apology.
or you owe me a
You
you
owe me
nah,
a fade, bitch.
you owe me an apology, or you want this ass whooping.
Crazy.
Oh, you want the ass whooping? Sign the
That's super
contract.
crazy.
Exactly. Let's go. Let's sign the contract.
Hold on, she said what? That's
No,
super
nothing.
creamy.
No. She talking about something else. Sign the contract. You daggum right.
What the hell
God
y'all
dang it.
freak
No,
ass niggas over there?
nobody got that. Hey, nobody on press no charges. Let's go. Sign this shit right here. Come on.
And all because of political differences, right?
You know what? Let me just go ahead on and I'm gonna actually read y'all what the hell I could possibly show you the shit too, but
No, you can't. He's not a personal figure.
no, I'm not saying show you his face. I'm talking about no, I'll just read it. I'll just read it.
I mean,
That's
he's
what
not
I'll
a
do.
public figure.
He's not a
That's what I
public
meant
figure.
to
I'll
say.
just
Yeah.
read it.
Nah, if you
I'll
public
just read
figure,
it.
I'm like, nah, put that nigga on blast, nigga. Show him, nigga. What he said again? Show us the DMs. Fuck that nigga.
All right, so where is this post at? The post is right. And what's crazy is I use facts. I didn't use no opinion too much. I use facts. And he got all in his panties about it. You hear me? I'm talking about all in his damn feelings, bro. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with this dude? And what's crazy, dog, more than anything else,
Mhm.
this motherfucker repeated the same shit that I said in my post, but he was arguing against it. Listen to this. I said, all right, folks, so this explains why this conflict operation that is being called a war is not illegal. If you're going to comment, please read the whole thing because it goes not only into why this is legal and constitutional. See, I even said read it. It also goes into what presidents and examples of their conflicts that they started with Article 2 first. Because no wars ever since the end of World War II have been started using Article 1. They started with Article 2. The Constitution doesn't require a president to get congressional approval before every military action. Under Article 2 of the United States Constitution, the president is commander-in-chief and can deploy the military to respond to threats, while Congress, under Article 1 of the United States Constitution, holds the power to declare war and control funding. In fact, there have been no formal declarations of war using Article 1 since World War II. And folks, I did this using AI, so I had it reference checked and everything, so this is not wrong, okay? Modern conflicts like the Korean War, the Vietnam War, the Kosovo War, and the Libya intervention were initiated under presidential authority, okay? To maintain oversight, the War Powers Resolution requires the president to notify Congress within 48 hours of deploying forces and obtain authorization within 60 days, with up to 30-day withdrawal period, or end the operation. In other words, presidents can act first in emergencies, but Congress ultimately decides whether the conflict continues. Here are some examples of presidents that went in with Article 2 first. Now, these aren't all the examples using Article 2 because remember, Obama had strikes on 8 countries using Article 2. These are only a few or one per president. Harry Truman, Korean War. I won't read all this in detail, but I'll just say Harry Truman, Korean War, 1950. Lyndon Johnson, Vietnam escalation. Ronald Reagan, United States invasion of Grenada. George H.W. Bush, United States invasion of Panama. Bill Clinton, Kosovo War. Barack Obama, Libya intervention. Donald Trump, 2017, Sharat missile strike and other Syria strikes ordered under Article 2 authority as limited military actions. That's 2017, it named Trump. Notice you didn't see nothing about no George W. Bush in here. Because he didn't start Iraq with Article 2. He started with Article 1. So I've named you all those, right? Here are some of the comments, okay? First comment from a friend of mine. The only requirement that the president has to make is inform Congress within 48 hours. Now, mind you, didn't I say that shit?
Yeah.
Okay, why the fuck did he feel he got to say that? So, regardless, okay, that's what he said. So I said something like exactly, and what people missing is the Gang of 8 was informed before it happened, which is why it kills me Hakeem Jeffries up there telling the true lies that Congress wasn't informed. Yes, Hakeem, they weren't, because we got some members of Congress that are Muslims. They would have leaked it. So they told y'all first, then they briefed Congress before the 48-hour deadline, which is what the War Power Resolution was. They also briefed Congress. You actually saw that on the news. So there you have that. Okay. Here go this dumbass coming in. Look how he comes at me, Max. You ready? And I'm gonna do this in my best plantation Negro voice I can. Yo ignorant ass is still saying the same shit. No president can declare war. No president has the constitutional authority to commit funds to a war. Now, did I say the president can declare war? Exactly. Next. All this is in all caps now. Then he says, all he can do is put the military in position for war by staging and executing military ops. In a 30-day time period will not be enough time to get all the assets needed for a war put in place. How you know, nigga? Mm-hmm. Is your ass in the transportation department? You told me in the DM that y'all gonna hear that your ass worked in congressional funding for 21 years. Your ass ain't in no motherfucking transportation department of the military, bitch. You ain't on no goddamn aircraft carrier, hoe. Then it says personnel equipment have to be moved. That's why it says that he must gain approval in 30 days. You really need to shut the fuck up about shit you know nothing about and stick to talking about being a John in a third world country. Yeah. That's what he said.
Wow.
So here's the crazy part. He over here getting cheerleaders. Here go dude. I was discussing stuff in my DMs, and we actually had a cool discussion. This dude played football with me in college. He got a damn gif of what's this? Mortal Kombat. Finish him. Another friend of mine went to college, said whew, and got like a cold emoji. Somebody else said I said the same thing. The person that put the emoji up there. Then I put Woodrow Wilson, your disrespect has been noted. Just remember, you could have just kept scrolling, but you decided to be an internet gangster. Duly noted. He says, never a gangster, but don't spread false narratives about shit you know nothing about. Now, what false narrative did you hear, Max?
I ain't hear anything that was false.
Exactly. So what do we have here is we have a projecting ass sound like he was raised by a damn single mother, can't control his damn emotions ass nigga.
Well, hold on 1 second. Did you create yourself a personal Facebook yet?
No, not yet.
Yeah, you should do it.
I mean, this is my personal. You said public.
Like, no. I'm talking about you create a personal one and you switch all the people you care about, put them onto your personal, and keep this as your public. And move your shit of your kids and all that shit, because that's the reason why I said that to you. Mm-hmm. Because I don't have kids, and most of the people I care about are either dead or fucking too old. I'm like, well, nigga, they almost off this earth anyway, nigga. Like, you a bitch ass nigga. That's like hurting a fly, nigga, and bragging about it, nigga. Like, but yeah. So you need to create your. You need to go ahead and do that ASAP.
Yeah, I feel you. Now, after he said that, what did he say now?
Well, for homie to do all of that for a disagreement, I don't even argue with these niggas no more. It's like I told you I had a chick who blocked me because she didn't agree with the shit that I posted. And I told her, you can shut your privileged white ass up because of the fact that you came from a privileged fucking family, and bitch, you still wound up the way you are.
That's funny.
I was like, you came up with two parents in the household. Your dad was a motherfucking owner operator. But you got caught sucking dick for Somali. Shut the fuck up. You can't say shit to me, bitch.
So after he says that about he never a gangster and not to spread false narratives, he says I ain't say nothing else to him on the post. He goes on to say, if you think you strike fear, you better weak the fuck up, Trick. So once again, he calls me that again. I'm thinking this nigga here think he's stupid. Like, where the fuck he get this shit from? So I goes to DM on his ass. I said, okay, cool. We just gonna go in these chats. And maybe I can find this shit. Maybe it may not. Okay, we gonna go in these chats. So on the chat, right? First thing I say to him is this. I said, I'm going to say this once, and I won't say it again. Your disrespect on my page is not wanted, and is also being noted. That was your only time to disrespect me. He says, your disrespect for service members and what we do will not be tolerated by me. If you want to discuss it face to face, pick a time and place. Bluff somebody else. Stop spreading false narratives. Some people have lost health, lives, family, friends over war. Now, what the fuck did I say that said that I'm cool with war? Like, I'm trying to figure out where the fuck this nigga coming from. What the hell is this shit? But I said, you know what? That's cool. I said, bruh, I didn't disrespect not one service member. You got emotional. That is okay, though. He said, you disrespect with the false narratives you spread. So, obviously, he has been one that has gotten pissed off by me saying something on my Facebook before, but continues to engage because he's stupid than a motherfucker. Okay? I say once again, I didn't disrespect no one, but you did. Don't worry about it. He says, if you want the right to discuss anything about the military, raise your hand and deploy. I ain't, believe me. Now, mind you, I'm almost 50. Bitch, I can't fucking deploy. Even if I wanted to, you know why? And I do kind of want to. I'm over the age limit to goddamn be in the motherfucking military, you dumb fuck. But he's upset. Now, mind you, we're dealing with a man that has no emotional intelligence, like they say on social media, right? We're dealing with a man that disrespect me over the internet that probably would never said this shit to my face. And if he would have said this shit to my face, he wouldn't have been breathing properly. Okay? So I said, once again, dude, don't worry about it. Notice I ain't saying shit. I'm actually being cool because, like I said before, when I see him, we gonna see what he gonna say. I'm on to when I'm gonna see him, right? He's still trying to be internet gangster. He said I did not stutter. Notice he keep kind of jabbing me. Who does that usually, people? Who usually does that? What you think, Max?
You talking about internet gangsters?
No, I'm just saying how you just keep jabbing me. I keep saying don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry about it.
It's called blocking him.
I already blocked him. This is after I blocked him. This is before I blocked him. You feel me? I already blocked him.
Yeah. It's called blocking him, nigga. I'm like, I'm not. I'm sorry, bro. I just don't give the, like, no offense to your people on people on your Facebook. I don't I don't take those people serious.
I don't either.
You know the reason why I don't take them serious, because I had a nigga threaten me on Facebook. I'm like, bruh, you need to relax, take a breather. Don't let this internet pipe you up, buddy. All right, the internet ain't piping me up for shit. I'm like, dude, I can come to your house where you and your wife and kids live at, and I could be waiting for them. I could be waiting for you whenever you get home. But I'm chilling with your wife and kids. You want to play that game with me? Don't play that game with me. And he was just like, oh, you gonna take it far like that? I'm like, no, but that's how stupid of a motherfucker you are. You don't know if a person's willing to take it there.
Well, here's the thing. I think dude's saying this because he knew me from college. Like, I don't think he would say this shit to me if he didn't know me or think he knew me, because I ain't never had no problem with the dude in college at all. But at the same time, the type of folk he hung out and how he was in college, I know he a pussy ass nigga and ain't gonna do shit.
Clearly, he don't have the same feelings as you do because
What are you talking about?
he clearly wants some smoke with you.
Yeah, he won't smoke, but what I'm saying is, just because somebody won't smoke, that don't mean they can do something or will do something.
Well,
On the internet, nigga.
It's the fact that he mentioned your kids is I have a problem. I'm like, listen here, bro.
That's why I said when I see him, he don't know my kids. Ain't never been nowhere near my kids. Ain't never been nowhere near my house. He just done seen shit on damn Facebook and think he can say this shit. But like I said, when I see him, we gonna see what's up. I ain't got to go look for him and go with no gun and do all this stuff. I ain't got to do all that. So this is what I said. I said, you know, you want to talk shit? I said, look, you think I'm worried about you? I said, only pussy niggas talk shit online when their cage ain't been rattled. You got emotional like a bitch. That's what I said. Did I call him a pussy nigga? I said, only pussy niggas talk shit. I ain't say he was one. Never said he was one. Never called him a pussy nigga. So you got emotional like a bitch. That's why I said I fuck you up in my sleep, trick ass. I sent him an emotional ha ha ha, like an emoji ha ha ha. He said, keep that same energy when I collect your teeth and make them bitches into dice. Now he misspelling bitches, so I know his ass is upset. He probably got them trembling at the goddamn keyboard on the goddamn phone. Then I sent him two more laughs.
That's what I'm going to say this. I show him you tricking off on the
now,
pictures.
Here's another. Here. I sent him two laughing emojis. He comes with his trick shit again. Pussy buying ass nigga. I sent him one of them damn avatars with the 100 pointing at him. He said, got me fucked up, simp. I said, you know what? Since I know his ex-girl from high school, I said, you know what? I don't have to put my hands on you. I'll just fuck your high school sweetheart. Yeah, I will do that. Peace, pussy nigga. He says, go ahead, been there, done that. But when I fuck your kid's mom and her ass and make her suck a shitty dick and kiss your kids in the mouth, don't get sensitive and it will be a free fuck. I sent him a laugh emoji. I said, I've never bought pussy, simp. Once again, why does he keep saying this shit? Why does he keep saying? I think it's some jealousy going on. That's what I'm getting. Because I didn't put on here, I didn't put a couple of pictures of me, you know, in the DR and whatever, but not a whole bunch. I don't put everything on there. You know what I'm saying? But I said, boy, you real emotional. I said, you know what? You know you ought to go get help with that. That's what I said to him. Said, we'll see who's sensitive when I send you a pic with my dick in her mouth. You need to shut the fuck up when you post about shit you have no idea about.
I would. Is he a servant? Did he serve in the army or something?
Mm-hmm. He's a sous chef right now. He's a sous chef.
He was a chef in the army.
Yeah, I think so. Probably. He's a sous chef now.
Oh, dog, shut the fuck up, dude. Shut the fuck up. You was a fucking chef, bro.
Then says, man, you act like a woman when you get mad. I said, man, you act like a woman when you get mad. I post facts, sir. Like I said, keep your expertise to buying pussy in third world countries. Why the fuck does he keep saying this shit? I said, I posted about the Constitution and articles. You took it personal. Damn, you took it personal. Damn, you must have had a few bad days lately, huh? Want to talk about it? Laugh emoji. He put, when have you ever dealt with congressional funding? I did it for 21 years. So now we see where it's really getting now. He never got goddamn appreciated when he was at work and whatever he was doing. And he's jealous that a nigga's traveled and I might go out of the damn country sometimes. I said,
so he was dealing with congressional budgets and also he was a chef. Mm-hmm. Got it, buddy.
So I guess he was in the military as a chef first, and then congressional budget. And now he's a sous chef now. I don't know. All I know is, I said, you think I'm worried about what somebody stuck in a plantation mindset thinks about me? I don't buy pussy, hoe. He says, like I said, maggot ass, keep the same energy when I collect your teeth, fuck nigga. He spells it fuck Naga. Nogga. So he's fucking nervous on this damn shit. I said, the Constitution says what it says, bro. No matter what you dealt with. Now go on somewhere, I gotta go adult things to do. I have no time to deal with dudes that can't control their emotions because of past trauma. So, and I'm gonna take my trauma out on your ass and your ex-wife's tonsils.
I wouldn't
Like,
say
really,
pause.
dude?
I would have been an asshole, but like pause, bro.
I said, goes to show what type of dude you are to disrespect someone that you have dapped up before. Damn shame. I don't know nobody from Augusta that act like that. Damn shame. Real men don't act like that. Real men
He
can
from
discuss
Augusta?
things. Yeah, he from Augusta, Georgia. I said, real men can't discuss. I said, real men can't discuss things without disrespect.
Yeah,
He said, you don't know what type of dude I am. Keep your dick suckers closed about the military. So I don't know what it is. He just so got, I don't know. I said, bro, I got people in my fam that have served and I have always loved the military. What is one disrespectful thing I said about the military? What one thing? I asked him, what did I say that's disrespectful? He said, please do something. I'm not discussing it on Facebook no more. See you when I see you, pussy buying ass faggot. I put 3 laugh emojis, and that was it.
Oh man, why you had to say that, bro? God damn it. We're about to get flagged.
Oh, my bad. I forgot, man. Ah, damn, my bad, man. You want to just end the live and start it back over?
No. What's no point?
Okay. No point.
That's only for TikTok.
That's
My
only
bad,
for TikTok,
man.
you said?
Yeah, that's only for TikTok. This is
Okay.
YouTube, nigga.
My bad, folks. I did not mean to say that. But anyway, so yeah, when I see that nigga, it's on site. I'm just gonna go over there and say, here I am. My teeth are ready to be diced. That's what I'm gonna say. My teeth are ready to be diced. Do something.
Well,
I'm sitting right here.
it is Max Powers here. I'm a different breed of dude. I will not fight his ass. I will verbally abuse him when I see him until he put his hands on me. Then I'm coming out with a gun and shooting him in his kneecap.
Max is stupid. I'm telling her what you said, man. So Max
And the reason-
Max basically just said that he would verbally abuse him when he see him, and he so much so that he wanted to hit him. And when he hits him, he's gonna pull out his gun and shoot him in his kneecap. I mean,
Now,
it ain't Georgia, but see, that's the thing. If I see him at homecoming, I'm be on college campus. I can't have him a pistol. But I'm just saying, I feel where you're coming from on that.
I'm going to meet him. I'm going to basically be talking my shit, and I'm gonna be walking back. And he gonna be I'm gonna walk that nigga a mile to the gas station. He be like, yeah, now what? I'm like, man, you a pussy. You ain't gonna do shit. What, nigga? Nigga, I swing on you right now. You ain't gonna do shit. You don't got that heart in you, boy. He like, what? Damn, you shot me in my knee. Why?
Damn right.
Because you gonna understand what it feels like for disrespecting me for the rest of your life, boy. every time it gets cold, you gonna feel me, nigga. I'm I know I'm diabolical.
It's all good, dude. It's all good. But yeah, man, that's the bullshit I be talking about, man.
And
Yeah, I
hope
blocked
they
him
put
though.
you
I
in
blocked
there.
him though. I blocked him.
Yeah, but seriously, please create yourself a new Facebook page. Make that your personal.
Mm-hmm.
Take off all your real personal shit, like your pictures of your kids and all that. Take it off your Facebook page, of the one right now. Then move it over.
Mm-hmm. Have whoever's closer to me have as my in my friends.
Well, just people who you talk to and all that shit,
Mm-hmm.
because of the fact that, like somebody's mentioning your kids is it's not a good thing.
No, it's not. And I don't even be putting my kids on there like that. Cause I remember I told you about my divorce settlement.
Yeah.
That I have to actually go to her and ask her permission, or not permission, but get her approval on whatever I post when it comes to pictures and shit, man.
That shit diabolical, boy.
That's diabolical shit, man. But it is what it is, dude. Like I said before, after much reflection and just reflection, I realized just through time that I just chose wrong, dude. So hey, it ain't it is what it is.
Shit. Fuck choosing wrong, goddamn it.
I
Motherfucker
wish
make
I
you want to
wouldn't
go.
choose, huh?
Motherfucker
And I
make
got
you want
them
to
three
go.
angels too, dog. You know, I got them three angels regardless.
Motherfucker make you want to go psychotherapy for 5 years.
I know, right? But yeah, like I said, just because he mentioned my youngest dude, yeah, I'm gonna have to see about him when I see him. And and it's probably gonna be homecoming. And if I got to, I'll whoop his ass right in front of everybody. It ain't no thing.
I'll say fuck it, bro. He ain't built like that.
No, he ain't gonna do shit when he see me. That's what I'm saying. I know he won't.
Cause I'm like, damn, nigga act like he knows.
He ain't finna do shit. This nigga, look, because of the way he was talking, when he was talking in the DM, this nigga is jealous. He can't travel. He's a sous chef, nigga. I ain't saying they can't make no money. Don't get me
Niggas
wrong.
like that.
But I mean, shit. If he said in third world countries, that lets me know your ass ain't traveled. Cause DR ain't a third world country. Neither is Thailand. And plus, third world, that has something to do with military might and able to defend yourself. That's what people don't understand about shit. But anyway, like Somalia's a third world country for damn sure. DR may be a second world country. Hell, I don't know.
No.
But ain't no third world.
So
And the damn malls in DR look way better than the malls in most of America.
So by third world, they're talking about the level of poverty, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's a high poverty rate in a lot of these countries.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they mean by third world.
Mm-hmm.
But most, if it's coming from black folks, third world is basically supposed to be an insult.
Yeah, it's supposed to be, yeah. So in other words, this nigga's jealous. Nigga's jealous.
It's the same folks who's like, well, let's go back to Africa, white man this, white man that. But first thing they would talk about is third world countries. I'm like, yeah, you're talking about Africa too, genius.
Yep, sure are. But yeah, let's see what this is, man. This I don't know what this is about. I ain't watched it. Let's watch this.
No surprise here.
So this is Biden and Kamala coming in. Why is there? This is so ironic and so kind of funny at the same time. It's like a visual gag. You have Biden right here, and then you have a slow sign sitting right there. Yeah, did you notice that, though? Biden sitting right here, and there's a slow sign sitting right here. That's crazy.
There he is.
Oh, that's a difference. Where was this at, though? Damn. I don't know what that is, but that's got to feel crazy.
No surprise here.
Maybe it's two different places. Let me see if it's two different places. It has to be.
There he is.
No, it's the same place. I see the slow sign right there. That same place. Oh, that's fucked up, man. Oh shit! Oh, that's fucked up, dude. Oh, that's crazy. But anyway, all right. So if y'all haven't seen what's been going on, here's a topic we can hit tonight. All right. So everybody knows Jesse Jackson died recently, and there were several people that spoke at his funeral. Now, you have somebody in your family die. What do you feel like hearing at the funeral? You want to be consoled. You want to, be comforted. You want to hear some nice music. Something to make you feel better. You're going to cry a little bit, but at least it's going to be something that's going to be encouraging. No, not if you're Barack Obama, Kamala Harris, or Joe Biden. Matter of fact, if I can find it, Joe Biden told everybody at the funeral you was dumber than he was. You niggas is all dumber than me. That's what he said. All right, so Anton Daniels, whether you like him or not, we ain't gonna get into all that. There's a whole bunch of shit went on with that. Anyway, I digress. Anton Daniels was talking about this. Now watch this. This is Barack Obama at Jesse Jackson's funeral.
The book of Isaiah.
Oh shit, here he go. Now you know what's crazy? Every time I see Barack Obama say anything about God or go to the Bible, I gotta remember he was raised Muslim in Indonesia by a white man by the name of what's his name? What's Barry? What's his last name?
Oak.
Oh, what was his last name, man? What was Barack Obama's?
Barry Oak.
Barry O, but it was not. It was Barry what though?
Barry
Sortino. I can't remember. Whatever. If you saw the documentary, so basically, he was raised Muslim in Indonesia now. But he over here talking about the book of Isaiah. Well, Muslims do know the Bible too. So
Where are you at? Now, see, I believe in the Constitution.
this is a funeral, and this nigga goes to talking about the Constitution. You see this shit?
The book of Isaiah God is looking for a messenger to guide a hardened and resistant people. And the Lord asks, whom shall I send? And who will go with us? To which Isaiah replies, here I am, Lord.
Hold on. Zach, why is he talking like that? This nigga trying to sound like a preacher, nigga. This nigga trying to sound like an old Baptist preacher. A country ass. Oh, this dude grew up in Indonesia, then came to check in Chicago. No, Hawaii. He grew up in Hawaii mostly for his formative years and was in Indonesia first. White mama, Kenyan father. Kenyan father was never there. He was raised by another dude by the name of Sortino or Sortano. Look the shit up.
Sound like a black man to me.
Muslim now. In here trying to sound like old school Marvin Winans or something, nigga. Jeremiah Wright, whatever. Yeah, he probably tried to sound like Jeremiah Wright.
I think he was trying to do the Kamala, you know. You motherfucker, you remember?
You better thank her, young member. Moving on.
Send me to Mother Jackson and the Jackson family,
I thought he was gonna say the Jackson
President
5.
and Mrs. Biden, President and Secretary Clinton, Vice President Harris, Pastor Dates, my old friend, though he looking good, Reverend Meeks, Reverend Jenkins. It is an honor to join you today to celebrate the Reverend Jesse Lewis Jackson.
Listen, man, let me tell you something, bro. This whole situation, I watched Obama's speech. I watched Biden's speech. I also watched Kamala Harris's speech. And this whole funeral procession, instead of truly honoring Jesse Jackson, you know what they did? They basically used this as a political stunt to basically put a big FU up to Trump and to continue to try to hold Trump up as the villain, which is probably about as disrespectful that you can be to Jesse Jackson, who, in my opinion, spent a lifetime actually doing good for civil rights and black people before Obama, in my opinion, is the face of the hijacking of the civil rights movement, because he's the one that truly gave precedence to the alphabet community people. And he's the one that celebrated gay marriage and all of the other things that we have basically hated about what the Democratic Party has become today, because it's not the Democratic Party of Jesse Jackson.
Very well said, I have to say. I mean, for real, like we can go to what Kamala Harris said, man. Boy, when I tell you,
You better thank her, you remember?
when I tell you, dog, I'm just gonna
Reverend Jackson.
I'm just gonna
that
show a
women
little
deserved
bit.
equal pay.
Mrs. Jackie, and to the entire Jackson family, on behalf of Doug and my family, we pray with you as we did a couple weeks. I predicted a lot about what's happening.
She sound like she been
You know,
drinking though.
Here it
So
is.
let me just say,
Look,
I predicted a lot about what's happening right now.
there she go. Went political. Went political at a funeral now.
I'm not into saying I told you so, but we did see it coming. But what I did not predict is that we would not have Jesse Jackson with us right now to help us get through this.
All right, so I'm just gonna play that part because that's all she had to really say for it to be out of line at that man's funeral. You know what I'm saying? That's just ridiculous. You don't do that at a funeral. You gonna make it political at a funeral? Now, I'm gonna tell you right now, we ain't damn sure ain't gonna watch all of this, but we gonna try to see if we can come to the part where he basically said, I'm smarter than all you niggas. Here we
That's
go.
exactly what he said. I'm smarter.
I think that
I
clock is
am-
broken. I'll try to keep this under 2 minutes.
This shit went 20
The
minutes.
Jackson family, I know we're
Jackson
celebrating
5.
a life. What's the life lost? Having lost a wife and a daughter and a son,
Oh my god.
deep sense of,
What
how
the
I say it. You understand.
Better cap kill.
The big thing is the life left.
Truly unselfish or suppression.
No one else could. He left you character,
Oh
judgment,
shit.
honesty. Can't kid yourselves about what's right and wrong. President Obama, President Mrs. Clinton, Vice President Harris. Jesse believed, the Bible tells us, that they that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles. They shall run and not be weary.
I cannot take
They
this.
shall
I
walk
cannot take
and not
this
grow
shit
faint.
serious. I cannot take this shit
Hope the hell
seriously.
you all got that,
bro.
but you're gonna need help getting out of here. You know, I come from Scranton, Pennsylvania initially, where in fact I was an
Nigga,
Irish
we all know
Catholic,
where the
wasn't a
fuck
very
you come
positive thing
from.
to
You's
be.
a fucking president, dude.
You know what's crazy, man? Why is it? And I'm not gonna disrespect him because he was the president. You know what I'm saying? You know, God picks our leaders. You know what I'm saying? I didn't like him when he was there, but I don't never really down the president, whoever they are, man.
Shit,
I don't do
I
that
feel
shit.
like
But I say
feel
this.
I feel like
How
God
but
was
see, here's
like,
the
y'all missed
thing,
the
though.
message.
Here's the thing, though, dog. Why he always got to mention he from Scranton, nigga? This motherfuckers from Atlanta don't shout out Atlanta like he shout out Scranton, nigga.
Well,
This
nigga.
nigga is Scranton all day. He 10 toes down, Scranton, Pennsylvania. Nigga. I'm talking about he's a Scranton OG, nigga.
Yo, he throw up Scranton like it's the
He throw
set,
up
bruh.
Scranton, dude.
Like
That's
it's
one
the
thing you can't
set.
never say about Joe Biden. Joe Biden will always be proud of being from Scranton, Pennsylvania, dog. Guaranteed.
Throw the-
If you from Scranton, put your lighters up. Put your lighters up if you from Scranton, because the president's gonna shout your ass out every chance he get, baby. That's all I'm saying.
I'm surprised he'd be like, yo, hey, where my bitches from Scranton at?
You know what I'm saying? Hey, where my bitches from Scranton? Put your lighters up.
Make some fucking noise.
Make some noise when Scranton. Where you at? Pennsylvania, bitch.
If you a real bitch, if you a real nigga from Pennsylvania, raise
Oh,
your hands,
shit.
nigga.
Pen in the house all day. What the business is.
And then moved down to Wilmington, Delaware, which is segregated by law. And I remained that way for much of my life. Raised with the notion that that hope. Get up.
Hold on.
When you get knocked down, Joey, just get up. Just get up. Well,
You
as
said that a
kid,
lot before.
I was a relatively good athlete, a pretty good student, but I stuttered to talk like that. If I told you all
That wasn't him
when I was
trying
a
to.
kid, I had a
That's
cleft
how he
palate
really fucking talk.
or a
Time
club
out.
foot, none of you would have laughed.
Come on. Stop it.
It's okay to laugh and
Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Nigga, I would have got kicked out the funeral, nigga. Oh, God. They be like, yo, get this nigga the fuck out of here. This nigga just. Like, what the fuck is wrong
Hell
with you?
yeah,
You had a
dog.
funeral, nigga. I'll be like, nigga. You just hear what just happened? I thought this nigga was about to do the Bismarck keys, bro.
Hell no, man. Hold on, say that, dog. Don't say that, man. Hold on, man.
I swear, I thought this nigga was
I'm
about to
not being
start
critical of you, but
beatboxing
think
in
about
this
it.
bit. I was about to be like,
It's
go
the one
by
place
it.
where people think
Go,
you're stupid.
go by it.
Oh, really? I'm a hell of a lot smarter than most of you. But all kidding aside, it makes you feel really small.
Hold on.
Earlier, when I was a kid, I had a cleft palate or a club foot. none
Oh,
of
they
you would
took
laugh.
that shit out of context.
But it's okay to laugh and stutter.
What?
What he
I'm
about
not
to
being
say?
critical of you, but think about it. It's the one place where people think you're stupid. Oh, really? I'm a hell of a lot smarter than most of you. But all kidding aside, it makes you feel really small. makes you feel really small. And you know,
They can take that out of context.
when I moved from Wilmington to Claremont, Delaware, a work-class town,
I can admit that now. I think they did a reach on that one. They did a reach on that one now. Come on now. We got to be unbiased. We got to be real on this daggum channel here. They got to reach on that one now. They reached like a motherfucker on that one right there now. You can actually have, there's a case of being goddamn, he just daggum is out of context. That I will say that. But anyway, so basically, this was the I guess you could say the backlash from all that stuff that they said at the thing, because like I said, Kamala said what she had to say. Biden said what he had to say. You know, Obama pretty much made it a goddamn campaign, goddamn speech like he about to go run again. So Kingdom Reacts said did a thing on this, and this is what went on. Basically, Jesse Jackson Jr. said we don't want none of that stuff, none of that partisan stuff here at the funeral. They said it before they went out there, and they still did it.
Just happened at Jesse Jackson's funeral, and the reaction from Black Americans online is not one that the mainstream media expected. Because instead of unity, people are asking a very uncomfortable question. Who was the funeral really about? And the moment you hear Jesse Jackson's own son say this, you start to understand why the internet exploded.
Yesterday.
Now this was at the funeral.
I listened for several hours of 3 United States presidents who do not know Jesse Jackson. He maintained a tense relationship with the political order, not because the presidents were white or black, but the demands of our message, the demands of speaking for the least of these, those who were disinherited, the damned, the dispossessed, the disrespected, demanded not Democratic or Republican solutions, but demanded a consistent, prophetic voice that at no point in time ever sold us out as a people. And it speaks volumes about who the Reverend Jesse Jackson was.
Hold on now, Junior. Hold on now, Junior. Jesse ain't go all out all the time now. Let's be fair now. Cause it's many a time Jesse has sat there and ain't shit happened, just like Al Sharpton doing now. Ain't shit happening. Like what was it that somebody mentioned? They said, what about Black History Month? Why ain't there a ceasefire called all over the nation? In all of the neighborhoods that there's so much black on black crime. Why ain't they come up with that shit? Why ain't they doing that? They want to go damn, boycott Target because DEI is taking out the shit, but you won't damn call for a ceasefire during Black History Month nationwide, nigga. So don't say all this shit about Jesse ain't sell us out now. Come on now. Jesse damn show sold America out when he was out there standing out, let Jamal Bryant goddamn wheel his ass out there in his wheelchair, damn have and speak against the man that gave you a free goddamn office space on Wall Street, nigga. You let Jamal Bryant, his damn false prophet ass, wheel your ass out there to protest against the man that gave you free Wall Street office space. Not 40 cents a goddamn square foot, not $30 a square foot, not $40, not 10 cents a square foot. Free, nigga. Free Wall Street office space. You let Jamal let his wife go out in public looking like she got some nudity going on. Bryant, wheel your ass out there and protest against a dude that was your fucking friend, dude. How dare you, dog?
Our message has already been delivered today. I can see it all over my mother's face. Rise, Jesse, rise. Give Jonathan Jackson another great round of applause for delivering our family message to the world.
Now, pause right there. Did you just catch what he said? I listened to 3 United States presidents who did not know Jesse Jackson. Think about that for a second. 3 presidents. Was it Clinton, Obama, Biden?
Clinton spoke and Biden spoke and Obama spoke.
They're the most powerful Democrats in modern history, right? And Jesse Jackson's own son basically says they didn't know him.
Ain't that some
That's
shit?
That's not a small statement. That's the kind of line that slips past the mainstream media because it sounds respectful. But if you listen closely, it's actually a quiet indictment.
Sure
because what he's saying is this. You all talked about the political version of my father, but you didn't actually understand the man. And that right there is where this whole thing starts to unravel, because if you've been watching politics for the last few years, you already know something that the Democrats hope people never figure out. They don't just show up for movements, they show up for moments. And funerals, especially famous ones, have become political moments. Which brings us to what most people started noticing immediately after the service.
When I tell you that I wanted to vomit when I looked at Reverend Jesse Jackson's funeral, I really literally thought that it was going to be a joyous occasion. I thought they was going to remember and list down everything that this man had achieved, all his legacies, the trials and tribulations that he went through. No, instead, these delusional, sorry, stinking bastard Democrats made it about.
Shout out to a black woman that done woke up. Shout out to a black woman that is awake now. Not woke, awake. Awoke is past tense. We is awake over here.
Them. I can't believe you all disrespected that damn man's funeral like that. And I'm not going to shut my mouth up any longer because that was so messed up what you all did. The family couldn't even grieve, but they basically told you bastards not to make it political, and you did it anyway. Y'all do not care about the family. Y'all didn't care about Jesse. Y'all didn't care about nothing. Y'all stomped on that man's time. That was his homegoing, and y'all made it about trying to push a political narrative that nobody wants to follow behind y'all on. The pastor got up there and he said that the Capitol was full of pedophiles and podcasters. That was horrible. Horrible. Then Obamacare got up there and he said,
oh shit, my bad, folks. My bad.
Did she say Obamacare? I swear to God, it's like she said Obama.
There was nothing but.
She said better calf care, nigga.
Ignorance, dishonesty and cruelty, and corruption going on. But he wasn't talking about the administration now. He was talking about you damn delusional Democrats that have stolen Ilhan Omar with the Somalian community, all type of other people. Jasmine Crockett running a district but don't even be there half the time. That's who the fuck he was talking about. All you people that have made money, Nancy Pelosi, and then y'all net worth is worth more than what y'all bring home. Y'all are the motherfuckers he was talking about, Democrats. And then Kamala Chameleon Harris, the loser that won't claim defeat. She got up there talking about nothing.
Not the chameleon.
Because this is a woman that don't even know what kind of race she is. She don't know if she's Indian. She don't know if she's white. She don't know if she's black. She don't even know. She don't even know if she want to be Southern. Only whenever it see fit Chameleon Harris. And then she sat up there and nobody cares about you, woman. You ran off props. You didn't deliver nothing. You would have been the worst motherfucking Indian, Hispanic, white, black woman, whatever.
Their eyes have finally been opened. God dang, man. We've been trying to tell y'all that motherfucker's ditzier than the motherfucker now. Kamala Harris don't know what's going on. She probably half drunk most of the time.
She's like, run,
For real.
run, but you sure can't hide.
You know what I'm saying, man?
A
That
powerful
Joker boy. Who was that that she said, somebody said something about pedophiles or something like that? You gonna say that shit at the funeral, bitch?
Yeah, I was like, yo.
And the pedophile sitting right there in the audience. What the fuck you talking about? Goddamn Clinton. The fuck?
Follow, you'd have been the worst woman.
Allegedly.
So that is the reason why you lost, heifer. Take your L, and you will not be over anything in California because those citizens and people and all the people that you wronged and had locked up and did nothing for is going to make sure of that. And then, last but not least, Sleepy Joe. Y'all should have left that motherfucker asleep. That
Oh, it's such just a breath of fresh air to see a nice, intelligent black woman on the internet saying the truth, bruh.
that he appointed the first black man to the Supreme Court. See, that's when the dementia kicked in. It was Thurgood Marshall. And Thurgood Marshall was the first one. So, no. Y'all never should have had him speak. Never should have got him up there. Y'all fucked over this family's time. Y'all fucked over this family's grievance. Just like y'all doing the U.S. you Democrats. Just like y'all fucking over the American people. Just like y'all have us where we got to play catch up because y'all kept us behind. Y'all step on a man's funeral is the same way y'all stepping on our Americans. But we're here to tell you, we're not taking no shit from y'all. We're not going to be y'all weapon again. We're not
take it.
Cook, auntie, cook. God dang, auntie. Cook.
Y'all not gonna use us anymore. Y'all not gonna use us anymore. We're not gonna allow it. We're not gonna tolerate it. We American people have much more common sense than you motherfuckers think we got. We are not gonna put up with it.
I know that's
I
right.
could run for some political office. I will show you.
I was like, yo, I thought Dragon was. Yeah.
Then you got this.
Jesse Jackson. Jesse Jackson has died, and his son asked all the attendees not to bring up politics during the service. And Lord behold, not one Democrat listened. They just had to make it about themselves. All talking about Donald Trump rather than Jesse Jackson. Al Jigaboo Sharp and take his bobblehead ass crooked letter hijack the civil rights. He won't be bully, okay? We gonna take our community. We gonna help our community. Man, if you don't shut your ass, you don't help no community. And go figure, the only ones that was in the audience praising his speech are the same type of people that he's able to capitalize and manipulate his whole career, which are black women. Obama talking about a whole bunch of nothing with that slow, smooth talking. Man, this ain't 2007, man. You can't bamboozle us no more. If you don't shut up and go figure out why Michael is throwing you under the bus lately, Joe Biden still don't know where he at. He still think he's on fucking Cybertron, fighting damn Autobots and shit. Here comes Kamala Hoochie Mama Her. I told you so. What did you tell us, Kamala? Because as far as I'm concerned, you didn't tell us a damn thing. That's why you lost. Jesus Christ, she just left. Why do she always, what is so funny, man? What the hell is so funny? Why are you always laughing? They don't care about people. They don't even care about their own.
See, this is the tension that the media doesn't like talking about, because for decades, there's always been this unspoken rule,
Then you
right?
got Stephen A.
I am no black conservative, but I certainly understand why Black conservatives get so heated when it comes to the issues of liberalism because they see how they get labeled for their ideological beliefs and how they get denigrated. So the liberal can believe what the liberal wants to believe, and we can agree or disagree. But if a black conservative feels a certain way, they got to be a sellout to their community. They can't believe there's a better strategy to the economy. They can't believe there's a better strategy to addressing border issues. They can't believe there's a better strategy for affordability. Oh, no, it must be. And of course, they can't possibly disagree with some of the stuff that Trump is doing, like the latest nonsense that he put out there where he's blaming black folks and speaking about the issues of slavery and things of that nature as something that's been unfavorable to white people. Like that should be ignored, like history should be erased.
I don't know what he's getting at, but it's coming. It's coming. Pause. Pause.
There ain't a week that goes by that I don't call Trump out. Or something from his administration. But we ignore that, don't we?
Yeah.
Because nothing fit the narrative.
Smooth Negro voice.
It's really unfortunate.
Yeah.
But it's okay.
It's okay.
Because I can take it.
Pause.
Now, that right there is a fascinating moment. Stephen A. Smith says something very simple. He says he understands why black conservatives get heated. Why? Because we get labeled, denigrated. We get dismissed.
Yeah, we do, but I don't give a fuck.
I warn you, this one, he ain't hold nothing back.
Do you remember when all the 92%ers ran immediately to the internet and declared that they was going to rest? Democratic shields always want to play tough after they lose an election. When they lose an election, they be the main ones talking about something. We only gonna focus on black issues. We ain't helping nobody no damn more. As soon as they get the orders from their liberal slave master, they be the main one on the front line. Remember, y'all, right after the election in November 2024, they were telling black folks that we gonna rest and we ain't gonna help nobody. As soon as the damn ICE protest popped up, they were the main ones telling black Americans we was going to get deported and we need to go get on the front line. They flip-flopped in less than 6 damn months, family. Really, in less than 6 weeks, they was right back on it. Don't nobody believe no fake, tough Democratic shield. There ain't no such thing. You going to do what your slave master tells you to do, and whatever the liberals tell you you need to do and achieve, you going to go out there and you going to chase it. Don't come at black Americans with that fake tough talk. You ain't resting nothing. Y'all was talking that resting stuff, and as soon as you need to get put on the front line to be the human shield while all the liberals disappeared, you was doing that willingly. So all that talk now, y'all mad at Latinos, y'all sitting this next election out, all that talk where y'all's going to stay away from the black and brown, y'all going to be right on the damn front line as soon as that damn phone rings and they say, we need you, Blackie. And they going to say, yes, sir, boss. We sit? No, we good. Go on the front line. Okay. Ain't nobody believing no Democratic shield. Let me tell you something, fam. They done called Jasmine Crockett divisive. They said she was racist. They said she was dumb. They said she was ignorant. And that is all from the Latinos that she supports. All that tap dancing for Latinos, and it was the Latinos that threw you under the bus. All that tap dancing for the brown people, and it was the brown people who threw you under the bus. All them tears that you was crying for all the liberals, the same liberals not only threw you under the bus, they gave you the damn pink slip and booted your ass out the
And it was all her fucking fault. How you gonna be racist and then expect somebody to vote for you? What the fuck is he? And the remark I'm talking about, folks, is that Jasmine Crockett was on fucking national TV streaming service, whatever you want to call that shit, said that black folk ain't picking no cotton. Y'all better let these people in. I mean, I'm paraphrasing. You better let these people in this country, because black folk down she ain't picking no cotton. So basically what you saying is Latinos has got to be the cotton pickers now. It ain't just Latinos come through over the border, but you know the majority is Latinos. But if people that's really close minds, all they say is Mexicans. Like it ain't no Hondurans and El Salvadorians and Nicaraguans and damn Colombians and Dominicans and stuff coming over the border. There's Chinese come from down there too, and Jamaicans and all the mother folk. But she said we ain't picking no cotton, they ain't cotton. So she basically said the Latinos is supposed to be picking cotton. Racist as shit.
Yeah, no, that clip is raw. And I'll be honest, this clip is supposed to go in another reaction, but I'll do my journalistic.
Boy, you gonna pick my cotton with a smile on that face.
Boy, you stupid. But it's been a lot of stuff went on, folks. So we gonna go. Let's see if let's see what else we gonna hit up real quick. So, excuse me, my bad. Let's see something real quick. Shorts.
Ooh, shorts.
All right, so of course we know there's a lot of talk going on with this war happening. This is a former Iranian official on a panel in CNN. This is a short.
Former Iranian political prisoner shuts down an entire CNN panel with a blunt reality check.
No, I know this may sound controversial, and a number of among my friends, some of them is controversial. That's okay. But I think that a lot of commentary is missing, perhaps, the big picture.
I agree.
And there is a big picture here, and I perhaps, to simplify it, I would put it this way: I don't think it's right to say that President Trump has started a war with Iran. I think President Trump wants to finish a war that Iran started in 1979, 47 years ago. See, these aren't just words. Let me just tell you an anecdote. In the 2003, 2004, when I was there in Iran, working on projects at a very high level where I met someone.
Now, mind you, before he finishes, these motherfuckers on this panel at CNN who have never been to Iran is probably gonna try to tell him his ass is wrong. Let's see if this happens.
Who was very senior, and he was semi-sympathetic with the projects we were doing. But as I was leaving, he looked me in the eye. He said, "We believe we are at war with the United States." He said at that time, "It's a Cold War, but it's a war nonetheless." This was a war.
Former.
You see how they start to come in and you see that shit?
Mm-hmm.
Boy, I tell you, boy. But see, CNN's done. You know why CNN's done? CNN's done because Paramount bought goddamn WB. And it came with a whole bunch of damn networks, and one of them was CNN. And the dude has already vowed to make sure that CNN reports the news. No opinion shit. You might have an opinion show here or there, but he wants to clean that shit up.
Cheers to Scott Jennings getting his own show.
He getting his own show?
I hope so.
Yeah, he may get his own show. Because he been on there decimating them bitches all year.
This motherfucker,
He been
I was like,
decimating them, boy.
calm the fuck down, nigga, down. This nigga been like, finish him.
I think this is the funeral shit that Biden said. That they said. Remember,
this was a disgusting display, and because it's a packed church filled with black folk, Joe Biden couldn't help himself.
If I told you all earlier when I was a kid I had a cleft palate or a club foot, none of you would have laughed. But it's okay to laugh at stuttering. I'm not being critical of you, but think about it. It's the one place where people think you're stupid. Oh, really? I'm a hell of a lot smarter than most of you. But all kidding aside.
That's like, we saw the same thing, right?
Yeah.
I think that's a doctored clip, dude.
I think so too.
Yeah, I think that's. I mean, like I said, folks. Hey, I'm conservative, red pill, but I will admit when something has been fucked with, even though it's the narrative would help me, it would help my narrative. But that was a doctored clip, dude.
Black people, how many times are you gonna let Joe Biden get away with being blatantly racist right in your face? This was a disgusting display.
Yeah. That Mm-hmm. Man, I tell you though, bro, it's crazy stuff going on in this world, man. I'm gonna see if I can let's talk about what's currently going on right now. And the most recent reports have been, of course, that most of the missile launchers have been destroyed. You got several bases destroyed. You got top leaders gone. I think the count is 50 at this point. They named a successor already. Ain't no telling how long he gonna be living.
He about to be gone because Donald Trump said, "Nah, we don't want him."
Exactly. He already said he didn't want him. Donald Trump already said, no. He's a what did he call him? He called him a pipsqueak or something. Because he said there's some story out that says alleged that the son of Khomeini went to a clinic for what was it? Premature ejaculation, wasn't it? Premature? No, it was ED or some shit. Seriously, no, I'm not playing, dog. So you know what I'm saying? He's just gonna be second rate. Yeah, man. But let's look at some raw footage. Raw footage. Pause. Raw footage of missile strikes or anything else that we can find that is actually credible to what is going on over there. Which, by the way, if you didn't know, is always prophesied in Jeremiah 49:35 through 39. This has already been prophesied. This war was going to happen, and it's not the end of the world, and it's not World War III. So calm down. The word of God says so. This is the girls' elementary school in Iran. It shows a new angle of the strike. Okay, so let's look at it again.
Could you slow it down?
I wish I could. Hold on, let me see. I might be able to. Hold on, let me see.
You gotta go to the settings bar. You go,
I'm going. Only at a speed of 1.
That's good.
Dude.
That's good. You gotta rewind it, nigga.
I thought I did. That shit was pointed down. See, there, it hit right then. It hit right there. They put a school next to a base. That's how Iran does shit. They put school next to bases. But our when I tell you, our missiles are too accurate for that shit. I'm telling you.
So
there's people out in the street when we hit shit and they don't get hit.
So it's like whenever I be telling these people, whenever the whole Ukraine shit was happening, and they was just like, bro, Russia is purposely hitting apartment buildings, yada yada. I was like, no. What they do is they use there's something you don't have to worry about our government, but other governments, they use their people like human shields.
Shields, yeah. You think Ukraine does it?
If you haven't, so Russia, there was one strike that hit an apartment building, and Russia was just like, well, we was aiming at an anti-radar detector.
Mm-hmm.
Like we was aiming at like an anti
radar,
basically
like a scrambler
radar. Yeah, like a scrambler. They was trying to hit that. They did not know that they had a scrambler on top of apartment buildings. They didn't know that they had radar on top of apartment buildings, but that's what these countries do. They use their people like human shields.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it's fucked up.
Yeah, it is. Let's see what else it shows. Hold on, did I miss something? That angle was very fucking sharp. I don't know what it's showing me, man. Does it look like the tail is pointed down? Does it? Hold on, dude. Hold on, dude. Because I'm saying missiles don't fall like that. They don't fall tail down. They don't fall tail down now. No, that's not tail down. Let's see what some of the comments say. Well, wherever this is, you just seem a failure to detonate. The bot camera is strong here. Math isn't math, and the new angle helps only if I have a radar fix. Definitely not a coalition missile. What's a pointless video? The big explosion is on the right. The missile shown on the video isn't the one that killed the many girls. Defective munitions. It was the U.S. half the block would be gone. Wings with no scoop, not a tomahawk. Used to image at 15 and 22 seconds. Okay, for the morons who want to say it's a tomahawk, show me the scoop. It's obvious from the two images I looked at that there is no scoop, and a tomahawk has a scoop. So either show me the scoop or an image of an American Tomahawk missile without a scoop. So somebody knows the Tomahawk missiles. So it is being called definitely a Tomahawk missile and definitely a bomb dropped by a jet you can hear going overhead. Both are different things. This was during the daylight when America wasn't really striking on day one, and nobody I have heard has confirmed the date, time, location, and that everything is authentic. And okay, some Islamic countries forbid education for girls.
Well, that wasn't a American missile.
Oh yeah,
wasn't.
I trust you if you say so, bro. I trust you to say so.
Well, it's
bro,
because
you're a very knowledgeable person.
Pause it. Go back. Pause it where when you see when it shows up in the frame.
When the missile shows.
Go to the beginning, nigga. Stop doing what you're doing. Just go to the beginning. Press play. Right there.
Okay, what's up?
Give me a second. I'm trying to see for what I can see from this frame. That's not American.
Why you say that?
Not American.
Could it be Israeli?
No, Israeli is American.
Oh yeah, because they're gonna buy our shit.
Yeah.
So okay, so tell us, Max, your justification.
Well, for what I'm seeing, it's all white.
It looks black to me.
Well, it's because of the movement. But if you zoom in, you see the reflection is white.
Okay.
American. If it was a missile, if it was an American missile, you will see you will see some exhaust coming from the back. There's no exhaust.
Oh yeah, there isn't.
Yeah, because the goal is for it wants
penetration,
to do maximum damage, so it will kind of speed up a little bit. But the reason why it's all white, if you zoom in, look at the front, one part is black and the other part is white.
It could be a bomb now. Like bombs don't have no.
It's not a bomb, because if it was a bomb,
it'd be fatter than that.
No, if it was a bomb, it would have done way more damage than what it did.
So
the reason why how I know it was in the United States is now play the video all the way now. Stop it right there. American bomb would have done more damage than that.
Hell yeah.
Not only would have done more damage than that,
a missile would have done more damage.
There's really no, like, it's only.
It looks like smoke. It looks like it didn't ignite.
It didn't.
Like the bomb just hit the ground and just made, and that's like dust and debris coming up.
It was a dud. So
it was a dud.
So basically, it had some explosion in it, but it didn't completely detonate it.
Mm-hmm.
And so
yeah, I think so.
That's why you see all that black smoke, because it didn't completely detonate. Because if it was actual, like a fully active missile, you're gonna see some type of fire.
Right. You're right.
Right with the black smoke.
Some incendiary.
Yeah, you're gonna see some fire that's gonna happen. It's gonna be some.
Yeah.
So that basically showing me that that missile wasn't exactly functioning properly.
Right.
And I'm sorry, no offense. Made in the USA. It's made in the USA. It's guaranteed it's going to work.
Especially those. Especially those.
So I guaranteed you what happened was that missile, whoever shot it off, misfired, like pretty much kind of misfired, and so by misfiring, it misses pattern. See, if you go back to the video again.
Alrighty, hold on, sir.
You'll see exactly what I'm talking about when I show you this.
Okay, dude, don't complicate getting back in shape after 50. Start this.
You see how it came down?
Mm-hmm. Missiles, no fire behind it.
Missiles they come out more of an angle.
So it would have been a less sharper angle. It would have been like
example. I give you
if it was a cruise missile or something.
I give you a better example. The reason why you wouldn't fire a missile like that is because it is easier to get shot down. If you got something going straight down, just shoot at it where it's going to be at.
Mm-hmm.
But if you do it at an angle, it's kind of hard to tell where it's going to be at.
Which is why it's hard to shoot down cruise missiles.
Yeah. And so that's the reason why I'm like, just by seeing this video, the United States didn't do this shit.
Hell no. But yeah.
And also, if I remember correctly, the color of the missiles the United States prefer to use are either, if I remember correctly, are green and black.
Green and black?
Yes. Now, when it comes to white missiles, those are morely on airplanes. And how we can tell that it come from an airplane is the fact that there was no fire.
Right.
Because the shit on the airplane is mainly meant to cause an explosion to where it malfunctions the plane that it hits or completely destroy the plane. And so it's more for explosion than less penetration. Than with a rocket, you want to, say you want to attack a missile bait, it's more explosion and penetration.
Right.
So, yeah.
Okay. That makes plenty of sense, dude. All right, let's see what we have here, man. I'm going to go and one of the people that I pretty much follow, who's most of the time he's right on freaking point, is Dr. Steve Turley. But I know that was not his last
oil.
Video.
What? $133? What the
$133 for what, dude?
For oil.
Well, that's because of everything that's going on. But you know what though? Thank goodness we did. The chess was the fact that the chess was the fact that we got Venezuela before we did this shit with Iran. That's the chess that people don't see. So of course, we got all this gas where it is now. But Trump was already drill baby drill when he got in office. So I got a feeling that the gas is going to start to go down. Plus, did you know that Lords of London ship insurance shit, they don't do that shit no more? America's going to do it. Do you hear anything about that, Max?
For real?
Yeah.
No.
We're gonna be the ones that's gonna be insuring the ships going through the Strait of Hormuz. Ship insurance, America. How much money the motherfuckers gonna make? Boy, look at here. This shit's crazy, dude. Yeah. Lords of London decided not to do it anymore. They didn't want to take the risk, so we're gonna be the ones doing it. But let's see what Dr. Steve Turley, this is just a quick little update what's going on. He does a good job at talking about the stuff. Oops, I got the damn speed fucked up.
It's me, Dr. Steve, you're back.
Oh, my bad, y'all.
Sir, and we have got some absolutely stunning developments as the U.S.-Israeli Operation Epic Fury enters its second week with absolutely devastating results. First, if you haven't already done so, make sure to watch my live stream from yesterday where I lay out in detail, step by step, Trump's grand strategy behind this war. So if you want to know exactly why Trump is waging this war against Iran and how it fits into a stunning civilizational geopolitics, then you'll definitely want to check out our live stream from yesterday. But since then, we've had some extraordinarily telling developments. The first major development is that the Iranian President Masoud Pezeshkian just appeared on state television and issued an astonishing public apology to neighboring Gulf states for the Iranian attacks this past week. And he promised that there will be no more attacks made on any neighboring countries.
This was a day ago, that shit, and he kept doing that shit.
And as part of his apology, he attributed the strikes on Gulf states to what he called miscommunication within the ranks. And that claim of miscommunication could not possibly have been more ironic because as that pre-recorded apology was being aired...
Hold on, this is not the video that I was looking for. That is not the video I was looking for. Let's see. Let's see here. Who's next? Not that one. Hold on 1 second. Okay, here's something that so many people say that there wasn't no crazy stuff going on in Iran, but listen to this lady.
So sick and tired of this whole situation that I actually needed to come out here and talk to you guys about this. I'm just speaking for my non-Iranian followers and for whoever is following me and they're not doing anything about this. This is disgusting. Let me get something straight. Religion is something personal, yeah? We all agree on that. All of the normal-headed people agree on that. Religion is something super, super, super personal. It's none of my business what's your religion. It's none of your business what's my religion, okay? And we get that. Totally agree on that, yeah? We are in the same boat. Imagine a government coming to your country, you originally not that religion, and they forcing that religion into you. You're growing up with all of the rules and regulation of that specific religion, which is not the actual religion, it's the exaggerated version of it. And they're forcing you to believe it and follow it. And if you don't, you get killed. And if you speak up, you get killed. And your parents get away and they kill your parents, they kill your kids, the economy, the money, everything is super fucked up. And people are fed up with this bullshit for so many years that they finally want to come out and do something about it. Every single time they kill people, they cut them off internet, they cut them off phone calls, they cut them off everything. so nobody can hear them. They trap them in the country and they start the shotgun. Just imagine that. Just imagine that happens in your country. Well,
By the way, folks, she's talking about on January 8th and 9th, there was over 30,000 Iranians that were slaughtered on the streets in Iran.
what would you do about it? You'll talk about it. Imagine they forcing a religion you not believe. What are you gonna do? The first reaction you're gonna have, you're gonna be like, I'm sick and tired of these religions you are pushing into my brain, and you're killing me and all of my families and all of my peoples and everybody's for this. I'm sick and tired of it. Even though if it's good, I'm fucking sick and tired of it. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to do it. I don't want to follow it. It's a fate. You gotta believe it in your heart. And what are you guys doing is a genocide, and you're not gonna believe that.
So it's so funny to me how they can kill in the name of religion, right? They can kill in the name of suppression. They can kill in the name of trying to maintain power in Iran, and the people are begging, but it fell on silent, deaf ears because we're so concerned about things that's completely irrelevant to what's happening in humanity, and we live for our own selfish reasons. Our own selfish reasons. If you're a liberal, a lot of times that's based around the idea that you don't like Trump, you don't like this administration, and you'd rather give all of our money and our taxpayers and our property over to illegal migrants coming into this country. And so anything and everything that could be aligned with Trump, you hate it, even if it comes to freeing the very ones that are advocating for peace and want a regime change and is suffering to the hands of somebody that's killing tens of thousands of people.
He right, because what's crazy is, and I may have shown, I don't think I showed this the other night, but it's crazy when, like, I'm trying to remember back growing up any protests I ever saw, because protests ain't really been a thing that America does a lot until, like, what? I mean, you had the protests in the 1960s and everything. You had the Mean Men March. That wasn't a protest. That was a rally. You had, the George Floyd shit. But if you haven't noticed, protests are becoming a little bit too organized. So much so, I've been trying to remember, when was the last time they started putting fucking websites on the bottom of protest posters, man? When they started doing that shit, man?
They've been doing that.
That shit crazy to me. I know some folk don't notice that shit, because I ain't gonna lie to you. That's something I didn't notice.
Yeah,
I just noticed that these protests just happen to pop up out of nowhere all the fucking time. That's what I have noticed. But for it to be like this dude, same font and shit, you know what I'm saying? You have some companies use a yellow background and black letters. This company here uses white background and black letters. AnswerCoalition.org. It's an organization, which means, guess what? It's probably a 501c3, which means some of our taxpayer money is going towards protesting. Like, for instance, when the whole thing went down with Maduro, dude, that shit happened at 3 o'clock in the morning. You hear me? Mm-hmm. And you know what happened at 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning? Them some of bitches was off in goddamn New York with fucking signs protesting. Within 3 hours, bitch. Like it's your job. Like, nigga, you ain't getting me up at no damn 7:30 in the morning, and I ain't getting shit for this. I ain't getting no overtime. I ain't getting no holiday pay. It ain't PTO. None of that shit. And you want me to get up and protest? Yep. That's clue number one. This shit is all paid for. Them paid protests. Motherfuckers up at 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning, man, for free, bitch. Hell no.
And then they said,
then here's another thing. And this ain't alleged. I've seen people say it, they have eyewitness when there was a certain time that happened. Them bitches packed they shit up and dipped like they was goddamn ending the shift, nigga.
Oh,
It's
hold on
one
one
se-
second.
Yeah. Like they was ending the shift, dog. Like, are you serious, man? Oh, God. That shit crazy, man. So, excuse me, folks. I'm trying to find. Oh God, what's going on with me? Am I tired? Oh my goodness. But anyway, y'all, let me tell y'all something. Trump been hawkish on the Middle East for most of his adult life, whether you want to believe it or not. And if you don't believe me, how about this? I came across this the other day because I wasn't paying attention back then. This was in the 80s. No, this might have been in the early 90s. I don't know. Listen.
Respect of the other countries, then the other countries tend to do a little bit as you do.
No, this is 1980. I was 3. Yeah, was I 3? Yeah. No, I was 4. No, 1. I was 3 or 4. I didn't know what this was going down.
The Iranian situation is a case in point. That they hold our hostages is just absolutely and totally ridiculous. That this country sits back and allows a country such as Iran to hold our hostages, to my way of thinking, is a horror. And I don't think they do it with other countries. I honestly don't think they do it with other countries.
You see this about Trump? In exchange with TV host Rhonda Barnett, Trump sharply criticized the U.S. government's handling of the crisis. And if you don't know about the history of this stuff, folks, when Jimmy Carter was in office, he was the one that, I can't say that he orchestrated, but basically that's when the Shah was overthrown and the regime had a change. Not a collapse, but a change into the Islamic regime that we know of today. The Shah was exiled. But before the Shah, in the 1950s, was another dude that was in charge of Iran. I think the Shah took over in, don't quote me, I want to say 60 something, 63, 65, something like that. I know he ruled for, what was it, 26 years? So yeah, do the math. Do the math. So you got 1979, subtract 26. So yeah, he started, he took over 1953. Before then was a guy by the name of Muhammad Mustafa or something. But if you didn't know, Eisenhower dealt with the other cat, and there was no problems. And Patrick Bet David actually went through a lot of this. Go on his channel. He explained this shit to the T. We could watch it because I don't think Dragon's ready yet. Yes, it's still early in the day. We can probably watch that. Matter of fact, let's go to that.
I got about 17
20
more
minutes. This Negro been napping lately, Bo. Anyway, let me go to this. Patrick Bet David said had some real. Iran's oil's gone. Like the Israelis blew that shit up, man. They blew that shit up, dude.
I knew I should have filled up.
All right, so this is. I'm gonna just let him explain the shit at the beginning with the Shah and the timeline. I'm not gonna go through the whole thing. Here we go. It's at the beginning, and this is what he was talking about with the handling of certain shit because of the president that is in charge. Like the Republicans have always handled shit like with a strong hand.
If you look at the doomsday clock when they started in the late 40s by policy experts and scientists, it's at 85 seconds to midnight. It's never been this bad. So everyone's wondering, could this turn into a possible big nuclear war? And when has a regime change worked? When has a regime collapse worked? When we hear about regime changes, is that a good thing? Is that a bad thing? Today I'm going to talk to you about the 8 possible consequences of how this war could end, from worst case scenario to best case scenario. If you haven't yet subscribed, do us a favor, existing government of another country and replace it with new leadership. So, for instance, back in the days, Mossadegh was the leader in Iran.
So Mohammed Mossadegh from 1951 to 1953.
Decided to nationalize all the oil. It affected all the oil to other countries around the world. BP was in there. They came in and said, no, we're not going to be doing this. Let's bring the Shah of Iran. Mohammad Reza Shah Pahlavi shows up in 1953. That's regime change. Iran, for the most part, in the Middle East becomes peaceful for the next 26 years. But regime collapse is what happened with rapid breakdown of a government where leaders lose the ability to control the state, leads to power structures falling apart. In 1979 in Iran, that was a regime collapse. Mohammad Reza Shah Pahlavi, monarchy, he's running the country. Boom, replace him with Khomeini, Islamic Revolutionary Guard. That's a complete collapse. So the first one is a change, the other one is a collapse. Now let's continue. Regime change. Iraq, 2003, regime change. Planning, strategic. Who drives it? Communism being accepted. Planning, super chaotic. So support you anymore. And then obviously the internal. Continue. When you look at this, regime change methods. Number 1 is direct military action, but secretly funded. And in course of diplomacy, say yes, do regime change. 1, containment, domino theory. Example, Cold ex-Panama, 1989. Wait a minute, you will never get me with Pinochet. That's that. No, he doesn't want to use it. You've heard that. Okay, number 3, onto Iran. We were able to get rid of this regime. So that Cuba's still a communistic, which, by the way,
okay, here we go.
If this goes through, you know what's going to happen with Cuba? Let's just say they succeed with Iran and they did with Venezuela. They're just going to go saying, hey, Cuba, yeah, all right, come on, guys. Let you kind of move out the way. You're going to be like Puerto Rico, and let's allow us to bring some hotels and kind of fix this place and tourism and all this stuff. Everyone's going to win. It's okay. Communism failed. No one's using it anymore. You no longer have Russia's backing. Soviet Union is not there to back you. They haven't been there for a while. What the hell are we doing? Let's move on. You start creating business, and that could happen anytime. Then we got Vietnam, 55 to 75, another failure. Afghanistan, probably the biggest failure. And then you got Iraq. Some people call Iraq the biggest failure, but Afghanistan's on that list as well. And then Libya, we know how that one ended as well. So now, and so by the way, when we're looking at the whole Iran regime change, regime collapse, there's one thing I want you to pay attention to. So 1953, Operation Ajax. You know who was president? A Republican president, Eisenhower. Interesting. All right. So they came in, they're like, no, we're not going communism. We're going to go pro-capitalism. And then you have the 1979 revolution with the great blowback. President Carter, Democrat, he said he was going to help. He did not. What happened? Regime collapse. Okay.
Notice the difference in how the Republicans handle shit and how Democrats handle shit.
Without, like, we almost kind of said, no, we're going to help you. No, we have your back. Don't worry about it. It's going to be great. Boom. We did nothing. IRGC came in, shit show since 1979 because of Carter. And in 2026, Operation Epic Fury, Republican Trump. So if you notice, one side is like, well, we'll kind of work with you. We'll kind of, we'll do this and we'll be, no, Khomeini was more like a Gandhi. He's going to come and make Iran. So you don't want somebody like a Pahlavi who is all about wealth and money and all this stuff. It's the language. That's the propaganda part that works. So now.
That's all I want to show y'all. But yeah, man, check out Patrick Bet David, man. He does talk about some good shit. Dragon is still not here, but that's okay.
He's absolutely right, though.
Yeah, exactly. Dragon's not here, but all right, so this is something funny. We haven't talked about anything funny in a minute. Let's talk about this shit. I don't know what this is. Let's go with this. It's on the dating scene. Oh, I don't hear no that thing. Uh-oh. Let's just refresh the shit. Said dude loses it after his date claims she looked like Lotto. And that's his date. You look at his date, Max. Oh shit.
She look like a lot of people. She look like a lot of back. She look like a lot of chin. She look like a lot of skin. She look like a
Oh, that shit crazy, dog. Oh man. Oh, I don't know what the hell. Dragon still ain't here. It's all good. Let's see what this guy here. Some of his stuff is cool. Mr. Lloyd Reacts. Follow Mr. Lloyd Reacts on YouTube. Some of his stuff is cool. Sometimes he do have some clickbait shit. I don't even know I'm talking about the damn title. He said they may be about to cross a line in Iran. I don't know, man.
The U.S. is no longer talking about striking Iran here. It's talking about sending forces in to just grab the nuclear stockpile itself.
The U.S. is weighing sending.
Yes, they supposedly after, and I think I mentioned this earlier. Supposedly after the war calms down a bit, they're gonna send special forces in to go get the daggone nuclear stockpile.
Special forces is already in.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's something they're not going to attack.
Oh, so they're already in. They just ain't told us
Yeah.
yet.
Yeah, because like some of the strikes, unless CIA has a laser. A laser for missile strikes. I doubt it. It was.
Oh, you mean like
forces.
targeting, like targeting lasers?
Yeah, yeah.
So basically, you're saying somebody's on the ground that's marking the dang targets.
Yeah.
I mean, but they already said there was a CIA that was embedded before, though.
Well, see, you're talking about normal people, though. You're not talking about really like.
You talking about normal CIA agents, but you're talking about actual special forces already on ground.
Yeah, special forces already on ground.
Oh, okay.
There's no way.
Special forces to seize Iran's nuclear stockpile. According to the report, the U.S. and Israel have discussed sending the troops to secure the country's highly enriched uranium at a later stage in the conflict. UN Ambassador Mike Waltz signaled this may be under consideration.
Unlike his predecessors, both Obama and Biden,
what's up, Dragon?
President Trump is never going to take options off the table. I'm a former special operator. We have troops and assets that are focused on seizing weapons of mass destruction, if needed and if so ordered.
Joining us now is former Navy SEAL and author of The Fourth Option, Jack Carr. Jack, thanks for joining us. I think it'd be important to point out you also wrote an amazing book on Beirut, just in your words and probably my opinion, kind of the root cause of a lot of this, or at least the opening salvo. When we talk about this, I think a lot of Americans don't understand military strategy, as they shouldn't. I understand that. But we use this term boots on the ground, and I think everyone goes to a vision of 100,000 troops sitting at al-Assad. And I think that this conversation is both premature and it's kind of semantics because it goes in a completely different direction. We're talking about using strategic units to accomplish strategic goals, not unlike what we saw in Venezuela, where we find out after they're in and out less than setting up bases and that kind of thing, or at least that's how it seems to me.
Right.
We'll be going crypto news pretty soon, folks.
Well, that's right. And I saw that video of Ambassador Mike Waltz earlier talking about this. And of course, those of us who are on the ground there, as soon as we hear boots on the ground, we're immediately skeptical. But in this one here, one of our main objectives is to ensure that Iran will never have a nuclear weapons capability. That has been a pillar of U.S. foreign policy across multiple.
So I also think they're not going to just take the fucking uranium. They might blow that shit up. I'm trying to think, can't you blow that shit up without it dang detonating if it's like not, has to be a certain temperature, don't it? No, you have to actually know, they have to actually take it. They can't detonate it and blow it up. What they will do is blow up facilities. They'll blow up like the tools that to make the shit. But all that enriched 60% uranium that they got, the U-235, which is the actual symbol for it, they're going to take that shit out of there. But they're going to blow up anything that has anything to do with shit.
They can actually destroy it, just by blowing it up from within.
But damn, ain't that shit gonna set off a nuclear reaction then?
No.
Or it won't?
No, you have to physically weaponize it.
Okay. Okay, I just want to make sure, man.
Yeah.
Administration.
Weaponize that shit.
Okay.
From both parties. And use the Venezuela example. There's another example from about a year and a half ago where the Israelis mounted a very audacious special operations mission into Syria. And the purpose of that mission was to go inside underground into a Hezbollah precision missile facility and blow it up from the inside. So they had pre-assault fires, they had standoff weapon systems that took out early warning radars and anti-aircraft devices. They went in, dropped about 100 special operators off who went inside, blew it up from the inside, also destroyed a Russian listening post, interestingly enough, and captured a couple Iranian scientists who were also there in Syria. So similar to what our special operations forces and Israel's would probably face in Iran if they go there and I know Mike Waltz said to seize these facilities, but seizing and destroying are different. I mean, he might just be thinking about his language, being very careful about it, because when you seize this, how long do you then hold it for?
Right,
but
exactly.
I suspect both U.S. Special Operations Forces and Israeli Special Operations Forces are forward deployed, ready to go to carry out this mission if tasked to do so. But really, it's the Midnight Hammer from last June didn't destroy the nuclear weapons capability there. The reports I saw said it severely degraded it, but didn't destroy it. So then option 2 is to go in.
But also, folks, more than anything, they had moved to 60% pure uranium before the fucking strike. Somebody leaked the shit. And so they blew up, they degraded the facility, caused a whole lot of fucking damage. But what happened was that they moved the fucking uranium, and they actually had enough to build 10 nuclear bombs. They had enough for uranium for 10 nuclear bombs at 60% pure U-235. And they say you got to bring it to 90%, but they had already done they did most of this enrichment. This wasn't even that long over a period of time. They did this shit over like 3 to 4 months time. That's why we bombed them as quick as we did. They did that shit in 3 to 4 months time and brought that shit to 60%. And this was the uranium and all this shit, because you got to think about it. They've been the number one funder of terrorism since 1979. Guess who gave them a whole bunch of money? I'll give you one guess. America.
Joe Biden.
Joe Biden and Obama gave them billions. Billions with a B. Weapons. How you think they getting all these damn jets? And they got 35 jets from motherfucking Russia. Now, once again, it's always good to have something that you can turn into money. Like they do have a whole lot of fucking oil, which, if I'm not mistaken, they just got that shit blown up. The oil facilities just got blown up. So they got a whole lot of fucking oil that they can fucking sell and get money and then but they still got the oil's there unless you're going to trade the oil for the fucking, they may trade the oil for fucking military equipment. Russia needs oil, China needs oil, you trade it for military equipment. Russia gave them 35 fucking Su jets. Them bitches gone now, but I mean, gave them all that shit. Just saying.
And destroy that from the inside.
I stood by that the entirety of the time this has happened. Like, listen, I understand Trump is an individual that definitely wants, like, when he speaks large, right? If that makes any sense here. But the reports that were coming basically from the ground and from the area were basically saying nearly the exact opposite here. So I'm definitely glad someone else with like actual authority kind of in the realm of things here is saying this, because yes, guys, listen, when we struck them, we struck what we could basically strike. That did not mean that the entirety of the actual system itself was basically 100% degraded. Yes, it was degraded slightly, but the things that were definitely harder to find, harder to see, are most likely still there. So if we're going to go in,
And once again, folks, what you're not hearing when people talk about the strikes and all this and that, you're not hearing that diplomacy was used first. In all of these situations, diplomacy has been used. Donald Trump has been diplomatic with Iran every time he talks to people. Have you noticed how he's treated other leaders? The art of the deal. He said Xi Jinping. He said, I like Xi Jinping. He says, I like Putin too. He's dealt with them with respect. He did the same thing with Iran. They crossed the line. These motherfuckers said, fuck it, we gonna bomb you. He tried to goddamn go back to the negotiating table again. They said, no, we don't want no goddamn, we don't want to use it just for that. We want them to, okay, cool. Well, we'll just go ahead on to bomb your motherfucking country. We'll just go ahead on bomb that shit. Israel was talking about doing it anyway. Let's just join up and do this shit together. And they're not doing it because Israel want them to do it. They're doing it because we want to do it. Because there's this thing in the daggum red right-wing America First family or I guess podcasts or the influencers, that group, that world, the Tucker Carlsons, the Candace Owens, the Nick Fuentes. They're saying Israel has Donald Trump by the balls. You really think Donald Trump, talking about some BB Netanyahu got something on Donald Trump? The fuck he don't?
I thought that was the most stupid shit.
Stupid as shit. Come on, man. You really think Donald Trump gonna let anybody goddamn have him by a leash, nigga? You really think Donald motherfucking Trump? Come on, man. When has he ever been that nigga? No wonder he loves America so much, man. This motherfucker always has had fun. All his life. There's been some ups, there's been some downs, but this motherfucker always been around pussy. And you gonna be mad because he said just grab it in the pussy.
Bruh.
What? My bad, man. I get off the topic. My bad, man. But anyway. Well, we already got flagged anyway.
Definitely glad that it's not going to be like full-scale boots on the ground because, again, I'm not sure what we're going to do with 650,000 Iranian ground troops. But something super strategic, similar to exactly what we did in Venezuela, makes all the sense in the world.
Easy, nigga. What we going to do with 650,000 damn ground troops? You go through that bitch with them warthogs, my nigga, with them... You go through with that shit because, once again, they ain't got no Air Force no more. They barely got any fucking missile launchers. They got RPGs, yeah, but nigga, you just go through that bitch with some A-10 Warthogs and some fucking Apache helicopters and just do sweeps. That's what you do, nigga.
Got that nigga with that referee.
And before you do that, you launch a couple of cruise missiles at their ass. Send out a reconnaissance team. Goddamn, mark them bitches with a laser, my nigga, and that's how you do that shit. Talking about what we're gonna do with 650,000. Bitch, we got over 1 million troops our damn self.
With all of your knowledge and expertise and lived experience, I just ask you to talk to the American people who are hearing certain buzzwords on TV, and they're hearing it from other networks and other pundits, and they're hearing boots on the ground, and they're hearing weapons of mass destruction, and they're getting a little bit uncomfortable. Could you kind of reassure to the best of your ability the American people who feel like they've heard this before and they've seen this song and dance? Does this feel different to you?
No.
Well, it does feel different, but it's also we have 20 years. Our most recent experience, other than Venezuela and a couple other flashpoints, is Iraq and Afghanistan. And although there's not one model that you can apply to every situation in the world, when we hear WMD and then we hear someone say regime change and then we hear boots on the ground, then we all start to get a little bit nervous. But the hope is,
I'll tell you this, other than Afghanistan and Iraq, we hadn't took no L's since what? Vietnam? Now, we talking about war, all out war. Because we took an L in goddamn, what was it, Mogadishu. We took an L in Somalia when goddamn Clinton was goddamn and all. Them niggas killed about 113 of, no, they killed 13 of us. We killed like, I want to say a few thousand of them. But the problem was we got ran up out that bitch. They called them skinnies. They ran us up out that bitch. We lost enough. We lost like what, 15 to 18 men? We lost enough. We like, fuck that shit. Got the fuck on. Iraq, you see how that turned out. Afghanistan, you see how that turned out. Just pulling out, we lost 13 motherfuckers. Pause. So I think they've learned their lesson because you got to think after Vietnam, we was kicking ass in most things until about Iraq. In any other thing, you got to think about Gaddafi, Noriega, Panama, all of them different occasions when we had to do some shit after Vietnam. We learned our lesson in Vietnam. And so here's the thing. I think our Secretary of War is a really good fucking Secretary of War. I think he understands that he don't know everything. So because he doesn't know everything, but he's in the military, he has been a major and has had 28 years of experience, is very highly decorated, even though you heard the fucking left-wing media say he's unqualified. How's a Fox News host gonna be Secretary of War? You dumb motherfuckers. What did he do before then, you dumbasses? 28 years of experience, a major in fucking reserve. No, National Guard or Reserve, I can't remember. Anyway, he has... Think about Venezuela was so intricate. Like, it's ridiculous how intricate that shit was. Even though this is going on day 10 over in Iran, we've lost 6 people, folks. 6. Because they doing it smart. And if you look at, I've been looking at some videos, and the way they did that shit was so cool. So basically, they used the most advanced bomber we have, stealth-wise, that's active today, as the first bomber because you can't see that bitch. That bitch is a fucking bumblebee on the radar. But scram, and then the fact of the matter is the motherfucker ain't got to get close to you to fucking shoot your ass. I was reading up on this shit. Do you know this mother... Oh, damn, that smells good as shit. What the fuck was that? Oh, anyway, I was looking at some shit on YouTube. This motherfucker it can be as far as 235 miles away from your ass and launch a cruise missile, bitch. The cruise missile can be, what's the longest it can be away? I want to say it's, somewhere around 300 something miles away from you. So basically the tactic that they use was to fire at you before you can detect them. Even if you could detect them, you can't even hit the motherfucker because you can't shoot that far. And this bitch is at 30,000, 40,000, maybe 50,000 feet in the fucking air. You can't even hit the bitch. You won't even see the motherfucking comer. So that's the first thing they did. B-2 bombers, stealth bomber. Then they hit him with the B-1 Lancer. The fastest bomber we got. Goes up to about 900 miles per hour. Almost hits the speed of sound. That's for penetration. So basically, pause. So basically, they're so fucking fast that they get too close to you just in case, just to be a little bit more accurate. We're going to use that bitch. And you don't use that bitch when you have missile coverage. When you have good surface-to-air missile or missile defenses because it's not as stealthy as the B-2 bomber. But it's faster than a motherfucker. So then, guess what? We have fucked these motherfucking missile launchers up so bad. Do you know the fucking military brought out the old school B-52 Stratofortress on their ass? That bitch is 70 years old. You hear me? A 70-year-old bomber brought that bitch out. And you know why they can bring that bitch out? Ain't shit stealthy about that bitch. They said that motherfucker on a radar shows up as the size of a, what is it? Like a Volkswagen Beetle or some shit. Where the B-2 is the size of a fucking bumblebee. I don't know what size the B-1 is on the damn radar, but it's got to be pretty small. And the new the B-2 Raider, or is it the B-22 Raider? I can't remember the number, but I know it's called a Raider. The upgraded version of the B-2 is going to be the size of a fruit fly on the radar. And y'all worried about fucking America goddamn getting outdone in a war. Bitch, China... You know these missile defense systems, these 400, they call them the 400 something. They from Russia. or China, one of the two. All these shits Iran been shooting, all these missile defense shits, all that shit's from Russia or China. Them shits can't hit shit. They ain't been able to hit shit. You hear me? We out there with the Stratofortress, man. It been in service since the fucking 70s, man. No, been in service since the 50s. The Stratofortress, man. We using them bitches. And like I told y'all before, man, Jeremiah 49, 35 through 39, this is the war that we're in right now. It's in the Bible. It is not the final war. It is not World War III. You looking at the this not even the war where Gog from and Magog come together against Israel. That's another day, another story. But anyway, that's finished.
There's never a good course of action, is that we take those lessons from the past, specifically from Iraq, and apply them to the current problem set as wisdom. We're using weapons that have never been used before in modern combat, and so this is.
Oh, by the way, they're using a laser now. We got two different types of lasers that are on our ships. We're using a laser now. And the laser basically costs pennies on the dollar to fire. And so if they want to play a financial war with us by using cheap ass $30,000 drones. Well, no, our drones are $30,000. I think theirs are $5,000. Anyway, no, that's the drone that Ukraine used. Ukraine has a drone that's $5,000 to make. I think the ones we use are like somewhere between $15,000 to $30,000. But anyway, they're using a drone. America's using the kamikaze drone too that we got from Iran. We reverse engineered that bitch and made it better. That shit is GPS guided and everything. So the thing is this: you don't want to use a $3 to $4 million Tomahawk missile to shoot down $3 to $4 million Patriot missiles, not Tomahawk missile. A Tomahawk is defense missile. Patriot is a defense missile. Tomahawk is for ultimate damage. That's for attacking. Anyway, so you don't want to use a $3 to $4 million Patriot missile to shoot down a $30,000 drone. Don't make no fucking sense. It's too expensive. So the lasers is pennies on the dollar to shoot every time you want to shoot. Them bitches, one of them one of them is a scrambler that we have. The other one basically ignites the fuel on the drone.
This is about adapting in real time to changing conditions on the ground, because once again, you can't just take a model and drop it into a current situation and expect everything to play out the way it has in the past, because everyone is always adapting, and it's important to adapt faster than our enemy, because typically whoever adapts faster on the battlefield is going to end up on top tactically, and we need our strategic level leaders to do the same thing at their level.
Jack, it's Joe Concha. If I told you a year ago that 9 days in that we would decimate the Iranian military in the capacity that we have in terms of ballistic missiles, in terms of their navy being essentially not even a factor now at this point, in terms of everything, especially with Midnight Hammer and not destroying completely their nuclear capabilities, but certainly damaging it and setting it back years and years, what would you have told me? And I guess it's a two-part question. If we were to send special ops into areas to take out the nuclear facilities completely, how long would a mission like that take? So sorry, a bunch of questions there for you.
Excuse me.
Well, the first one there, if you'd asked me a couple years ago about what this situation would look like, I'd probably go back to history and I'd say that we hadn't fought total war in a very long time, and that appears, although we're not doing it now, we're getting closer to doing that. We have been very reserved in how we have applied our military force. We haven't been very smart about how we've done that by placing our boots on the ground in harm's way, making them targets, giving the enemy a propaganda victory over us almost every single day in both Iraq and Afghanistan as those situations developed on the ground. So this is much closer to total war, although it is not yet there. But we are using the military capability, it looks like now, to its fullest extent, while taking into account, of course, the collateral damage, which we didn't think so much about in World War II, or if we thought about it, there weren't ways to mitigate that. On the second one, how long would something like that take? Well, I go back to that Israeli example because it is just a year and a half ago, and there are so many similarities to going into an underground hardened type bunker system that is protecting a weapons system that needs to be destroyed from the inside out. So that one, they were in and out of there in hours. But seizing, of course, is different than going in and then destroying or holding. So all those things are different. And once again, it comes down to adaptation.
I think he needs to definitely be on TV a lot more, kind of speaking about all of the things that he basically knows here. Because I agree with him 100%, and I generally don't agree with people kind of on first listen. I normally push back really hard, consistently. But I definitely respect every single thing that he says here. I think he seems to be like legitimately a voice of reason in a time that is absolutely not really reasonable here. It's definitely a lot smarter not throwing people, meaning American soldiers specifically, kind of into harm's way in Iran on the ground, large scale at least, right? Just look back at all the propaganda that was basically being spread when they would capture soldiers and absolutely do literal craziness to them. And we're definitely playing it in a very strategic manner these days here by bringing in multiple carrier strike groups, basically locking down the entire airspace that's surrounding them. And once we can do that, we can then obviously kind of by default get in a small team to do something really important. All right. I think that is a little bit more intelligent than, again, going in large scale on the ground. It just doesn't make much sense here. That is a lot of land mass. I do have a couple of worries, though. I get it. He's saying that this is like total war, kind of, right? But not like full scale war, similar to like 1939, 40, 41, etc. That era of things here. Because again, the last thing we really need is for our troops to be used as propaganda, because they're already utilizing some of the strikes that we've already done in Iran as propaganda, based off of where they are deciding to themselves strategically place, armament, let's say this year, that they are firing at us, and they're surprised that we then reciprocate by destroying the location that they're firing from. But it just so happens that the location that they're firing from, without our literal knowledge of the location, is a school. Okay, it's inside of a neighborhood. So they're still finding a way to legitimately utilize these things for propaganda. This is what they do. And we definitely need to find a way to no longer give them ground to facilitate further propaganda.
Hey, Sean.
All right, buddy. You ready, Dragon, with crypto news? Yeah, I feel you,
Hey,
man.
Sean, I'm hopping off, man. All right, peace, man.
Yeah,
All
let
right,
me
so-
go ahead and knock this out. I'm just fixing to talk really quickly about the institutional metrics for Kronos on the blockchain really quickly.
You got the floor.
Okay, so for Kronos, in regards to the institutional metrics for Crow or Kronos blockchain on crypto.com, the institutional payment rail in South Korea, major traditional finance integration in March 2026, Hana Financial Group, a major South Korean financial institution, partnered with Circle and Crypto.com to enable USDC stablecoin payments for tourists. Crucially, users loading these cards earn 5% rewards in Crow. This puts Crow directly into the payment flow of a regulated banking giant. Whale accumulation signal, massive institutional withdrawals. Data from CoinGlass shows exchanges recorded a 22.64 million outflow of Crow tokens recently. This suggests institutions and whales are moving tokens to private wallets, aka cold storage, which is typically a strong bullish signal of accumulation and long-term holding intent. Derivative traders' confidence. Rising open interest over the past 24 hours. Crow opens interest, IO, skyrocketed by 13.15%. This indicates new money and fresh positioning entering the market, showing that traders have strong belief in the asset amid its bullish price action. Pause. I'm a Crow maximalist. I've been dealing with Crow since 2019. I already know what the potential is. I already know what the scale was. That's the reason why I got into it. And while I was telling individuals, hey, look into Crow, look into the white paper. It is literally a payment token, and bam, it's literally there in regards to a major banking giant directly into the flow of it. Let me continue. So, on-chain activity. Surge in largest transaction, Crow topped the list of major projects with a staggering 255% increase in whale transaction and volume recently. This level of whale attention reflects renewed confidence in strategic buying by large players, potentially setting the stage for price moves. Ecosystem utility and scale. Massive user base. Crow is the lifeblood of Crypto.com ecosystem, which supports over 100 million users globally and more than 500 application developers. I'm a developer myself. It is used for transaction fees, staking for Visa card rewards up to 5% cashback, and trading fee discount. Here's the institutional grade architecture, multi-chain focus. Cronos is built as a multi-chain ecosystem, including an EVM chain, which is Ethereum Virtual Machine chain, and a ZK EVM chain, which is ZK, which is another protocol, Ethereum Virtual Machine chain, specifically to attract institutional adoption. The roadmap is centered on enabling real-world asset tokenization, aiming for 10 billion in tokenized assets by 2026, this year. This aligns with the exact trend institutions like BlackRock are pursuing, because BlackRock on the back end is pursuing Crypto.com. Market cap and liquidity, top tier asset. Crow maintains a significant market presence with a market cap around 3.5 billion and a circulating supply of 38.6 billion tokens. Its 24-hour trading volume is substantially higher than smaller projects, providing the liquidity institutions require. Crow shows strong institutional signal right now, and Hana Financial Partnership in Korea puts it in a real-world payment trial with a major bank. This completedness by aggressive whale accumulation, evidenced by the 22.6 million exchange outflow and 255% whale volume surge, is positioning in the real-world asset tokenization space along with its broader institutional trends. Here's also a little bit on the institutional roadmap. Infrastructure, the foundation, launching a dedicated platform to tokenize equities, funds, real estate, and commodities. Key features include T0 settlement and giving AI agents native access to these assets via Cronos AI Agent SDK. Distribution, user base, leveraging the integration with Crypto.com to offer DeFi services, lending and staking, which that's one aspect of what I do use myself, is the lending and staking protocols in regards to Crypto.com, specifically with VVS Finance on my end. So, lending and staking, it's 150 million plus users. They are also building direct links from Web3 wallets to Crypto.com debit cards for real world spending. Demand, institutional utility, anchoring the entire ecosystem around Crow. This includes supporting Crow Power ETFs, which is on the horizon in the US and EU, and fostering partnerships with digital asset treasury firms to boost institutional demand. Key metrics and milestones. The roadmap is measurable. Specific targets for 2026, 10 billion. The target for tokenized assets deployed on the Cronos platform, 20 million. The goal for total users across the CeFi and DeFi within the Cronos ecosystem, 150 million. The addressable retail users from Crypto.com that Cronos aims to serve. And then here's the major infrastructure moves. Because it partnered with Amazon Services, our AWS partnership in 2025, and landmark deal to provide enterprise-grade blockchain data and 100K in AWS credits per startup, lowering the barrier for institutional products. Time tense performance. Upgrades have already cut block times to 0.5 seconds and slashed gas fees tenfold, leading to a 400% surge in daily transaction. Cross-chain liquidity. Integration with Layer 0 or ZK connects Cronos to 115 plus chains, unlocking aggregated liquidity for institutional scale DeFi. Then on top of that, to back it up, don't forget the Trump media has stood up there and put in 64 million in regards to the Cronos ecosystem itself. So that's another large institutional player that is utilizing it not only for its payments and the like. So in the end, don't sleep on Crow. That's what I got for the news today.
Thank you so much, sir. So, folks, thank you for attending this podcast for tonight. We finna get on up out of here. You know what I'm saying? So next time catches, we'll probably be on tomorrow night. We'll see you then, all right? Peace.
Take it easy, peoples.